I'm Kennedy Hall for LifeSite News. I'm here in front of St. Teresa's Roman Catholic Church here in Ottawa. We're here for the March for Life, and on the heels of the Roe versus Wade leaked pending decision, tempers are at a fever pitch here in the city. There's an energy in this city with the March for Life, the Canadian one tomorrow. You can tell that the streets are packed with people who are pro-life. I haven't seen this place packed like this in a long time. We're expecting to have some fireworks because the protesters against the March for Life are probably going to be pretty significant. Stay tuned for our coverage. I'm Kennedy Hall with LifeSite News. Ruth Robert, she is the Atlantic Regional Coordinator for Campaign Life Coalition, so that's Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and New Brunswick, correct?
That's right, yes.
Okay, so she just gave a testimony here at the vigil, and I'm not going to lie, I might have cried a little bit. It was pretty powerful. I was sweating from my eyeballs. My beard caught it though, so we're fine. So you have an amazing story about being a Christian, and you became a Christian in the Middle East. Can you just tell us as much as you'd like about that?
Well, my parents were Canadians, but my mother trained as a missionary and she went over to Thailand and Japan, but ultimately she ended up in Saudi Arabia. Of course, you can't actually be a missionary in Saudi Arabia, but my mother and my father, who they're both devout Christians, they taught there, and they used that as an opportunity to speak to people about God. I was very young. I was only 2 years old when we moved there, and I lived most of my life in that country. And I became a Christian in the underground church as a result, so I am intimately acquainted with the very violent persecution that Christians can face in totalitarian Muslim countries.
And when you were speaking, you were relaying to us how that's inspired your pro-life work, and you had a message of not having fear. Could you elaborate on that for us, please?
Yes, when I first began my pro-life work, many people were very concerned, and it came from a good place of worry for me because I was so young. But they would say things like, you're going to be persecuted if you do this. People will say mean things to you, they'll heckle you, you might get some signs ripped up, people will hate you for this, and it might even affect your job prospects. And I would say, well, they're not likely to kill me. They're not likely to put a gun to my head and say, recant your pro-life beliefs or we'll kill you. And I said, you know what, even if they did, I'd only go straight to heaven and be with my God, so there's no way they can truly hurt me. But every day, every single day, they mutilate, tear apart, they kill babies in their mother's wombs. And I cannot, in good conscience, ignore that. And that is where my priority is.